Okay, here we go, everybody. It's me, Gregory Mannarino. Wednesday, March 5th, 2025 pre-market report. You know what? Stop for a second. What I have done, and I'm going to continue doing moving forward, is every day I am going to do an in-depth technical breakdown of the S&P 500 or the broader stock market. So right now, I want you to stop watching this video. You can come back to this because I want you guys and girls to have this information before the market opens. In the description of this video is a link to my website. I want you to click on that. You're going to see my interpretation. This is my interpretation of what's happening today. This is going to be every day for you guys and girls, weekdays, obviously Monday through Friday, not holidays. Okay, so but this will give you guys and girls a really heads up perspective on what you can expect from the stock market. We're all concerned about it. All right. Me, I'm more of a guy that watches the debt market. I understand that's the driver here, but what I'm doing here for you will allow you to read and learn how dynamics are playing out with regard to the stock market. Now, at the bottom, you're going to see my interpretation, bullish, bearish, and this is going to go on, like I said, every day. So start paying attention to these things. I also updated my stock picks for you and the top 3 performing cryptocurrencies. People, I got your back, man. All right, and I'm going to work twice as hard as I've been working, so you guys and girls can gain a real insider's perspective as to what's going on. All right, we're gonna win. There's no way out of it. We're not losing. We told you that. I'm not losing. There's no way on this earth or anywhere else that this guy's gonna lose. That means you're not gonna lose either. All right, so go take care of that, and then come back to this video. Again, link right in the description of this video. If you did that, well, welcome back. You could have just opened that up in another window, I suppose. Anyway, look, guys, we do have to talk about a few things. I'm not going to get into the details of President Trump's address yesterday, but I'm going to cover one thing specifically with regard to BlackRock. Sometimes I scare myself. I really do. I said, watch the video I did yesterday. I said this was going to be touted as a way that this is going to make America great again. Now, you guys and girls, when I talk about BlackRock and what they just did and what President Trump said, tell me where I'm getting it right or wrong. I really need your input on that. But before we even go there, let's start off with the stock market, actually the debt market. This is the U.S. 10-year yield this morning. Yesterday was a whipsaw. Watching the U.S. 10-year yield bounce up and down like a freaking yo-yo. That, to me, is a clear sign of instability. The debt market is supposed to be rock solid. When you see these kind of gyrations with regard to the benchmark, I'm talking about the 10-year yield, you know there's a problem here. And we all know that. We all know that. There's no reality with regard to the stock market. There's no price discovery with regard to any asset class today. It's all floating on oceans of debt. And I believe, with all I got, that we haven't even begun to see what's going to happen here with debt, trade deficits are going to balloon like you can't possibly believe moving forward. This is very negative for the purchasing power of the currency. I think we're all on the same page. Anyway, so that's what's going on here with the debt market. Now this morning, you got stock futures higher pretty much across the board, despite what I wrote with regard to my interpretation of the S&P 500 for today. So again, that's in the description of this video. So we got this going on. We got gold and silver catching a bid, crude oil under pressure here. This is because of speculation, and there's no really. This is a no-brainer that the world is going to fall into a very deep recession, maybe even a depression. I think we're already in a deep recession right now. This issue with energy. Crude oil, this is not going to last for multiple reasons here. Commodities are priced in dollars. The dollar is being systematically destroyed. The world is turning their back on the dollar. Hold that thought because I want to talk more about that in just a second. Anyway, cryptocurrencies pretty much higher across the board. What a crazy ride we've had since President Trump did make his announcement that he did issue a presidential executive order to make cryptocurrencies a part of the U.S. Reserve or Strategic Reserve. Now, with regard to the dollar here, this is interesting. This is Market Watch from this morning. The U.S. dollar is sending an alarming signal to investors and consumers. People, we already know this, all right? We don't need to be told by Market Watch or anything. Everybody knows what's going on. I think, at least I hope so. If you follow this blog, there's no doubt. But the issue here is we understand this is an economic war. Economic war is war. There will be casualties, you among them. You understand? You and me both. All of us are going to pay for what's going on here. This is not, see what's happening. See, a lot of people, and I'm going to defend President Trump here. All right. Everyone's talking about Trump's trade war. This is no longer Trump's trade war because we're all doing this to each other now. So how is this? Explain this to me, okay? How is this Trump's trade war? The whole world right now is at each other's throats with regard to this economic war. So this is, look, man, maybe Trump was, if you want to say, the instigator of it, okay? But this is no longer Trump's trade war. This is the whole world right now is in the same boat, and the people of this world are going to be casualties of this global war right now. All right, so I just wanted to get that out there. You know what I mean? I hope you guys and girls are understanding what I'm talking about. So anyway, with regard to the dollar, we should be seeing the dollar stronger on a relative strength basis with regard to a comparative strength basis other currencies. Okay, that's not happening. The issue with these tariffs, again, you should see a stronger dollar. Man, I have itchy nose. Sorry. You should be seeing a stronger dollar on a relative strength or comparative strength basis based upon the tariff war, the trade war, the economic war that we have right now. But we're not seeing that. As a matter of fact, the dollar this morning is getting slammed. Again, this is the relative strength of the dollar. That's a problem. And you have to understand what the bigger picture is. I'm a macro guy. I look at the macro picture. Okay. What this should tell you, and it's pretty obvious, is the United States, and I think this is going to progress, has lost its status as, well, this isn't news to anybody. The United States is no longer the economic engine of the world. We've lost that. We're now losing our spot here with regard to influence on the world. The United States is quickly falling off the map. All right, now you can have your own perspective on this and you're entitled to, but the fact of the matter is the world is turning their back more so right now over the last few weeks under President Trump's leadership, okay, whatever, than ever before in history. We've never seen this before. We've literally abandoned our allies. They're not happy with the United States. The people of the world are not happy with what's happening here in the United States. The dollar is going to suffer. The dollar is going to suffer. Now, this is multifaceted here, okay? We already know, bear with me on this, man. We already know that the world today is de-dollarizing. This is no secret, and everybody knows it. Nobody wants our dollar, not even you. If you are an American citizen, someone living here, no one wants our dollar. Nobody wants our products. Okay, facts. These are facts. Now, what this means is, again, more pressure on the dollar. This is inflationary. Okay. Now, being that the world is de-dollarizing, and I think this is going to accelerate moving forward, because again, look, I'm not condemning President Trump here. You guys and girls who are so overly sensitive here, the fact is that what I'm saying is true. You don't believe it? I don't know what to tell you, man. Maybe you got pigs or eggs. I covered this yesterday. I put out a newsletter about it. But the fact of the matter is, the United States is falling off the map. Now, with regard to the dollar, it means these dollars that nobody wants, not even you, are going to start rushing back here to the United States faster, creating and underscoring the main issue here of inflation. Now, Trump admitted, and I want to give the man credit here, he admitted, Okay? Despite the fact that he admitted that tariffs are going to cause issues here in the United States. He said it was temporary. Okay, I get it. But you see, this is interesting because Scott Bessent, his U.S. Treasury Secretary, is saying, don't worry, you're not going to feel a pinch from tariffs. So we already know that Scott Bessent is a liar of the highest possible order. Can we agree on that? Now, President Trump, surprisingly enough, I did not expect this, told us the truth, that we are going to feel some pain here because of the tariffs. This was yesterday during his address. So kudos to you, President Trump. Thank you for letting people understand that we're going to face some hardship here. Okay, let's give credit where credit's due. Now let me ask you, being that Scott Bessent, our U.S. Treasury Secretary, said the polar opposite, is he going to be held to account, or is he going to now say, hold on a minute, he's got to change his whole narrative? Scott Bessent has been broadcasting on CNBC, Bloomberg, Fox Business, wherever they're going to show his creepy face. Oh, excuse me, I'm supposed to be a nice person now. That we're not going to feel any increase in prices because of the tariffs. We all know that's a lie. We all know that's a lie, man. So at least President Trump clarified that for us last night. Now, before I talk about, you know what, let's do this. Last night, President Trump, this is the headline here. Trump touts BlackRock Panama Central Port deal, says U.S. is reclaiming the waterway. President Trump is taking credit here, and I'm sure he did this, in brokering a deal that BlackRock would buy ports. Huge, $25 billion or something along those lines here. Now, we covered this yesterday. So President Trump working with BlackRock, okay, however you want to look at that. So BlackRock can buy ports in Panama. Now, this is what happened. President Trump said that he helped broker a deal between allowing BlackRock to buy ports in Panama. And he says, President Trump, that this is a way that we're going to reclaim the canal for the United States. Now, I'm going to tell you what bothers me about this. And you guys and girls tell me where I got this wrong. BlackRock, I think, first of all, do your own research into BlackRock. All right, I'm not even going to go on about it. But BlackRock, and please, it'll take you a second to do your own research on this, has massive investments in China. Okay, so explain to Greg Mannarino how BlackRock here is not going to be looking out for its best interest or the interest of its shareholders. I can tell you, and this is a no-brainer, man, the fact that, all right, first of all, President Trump helped brokering this deal. Fantastic. He's the greatest deal maker in the world. Why didn't President Trump last night explain to the people that BlackRock here, and again, please don't take my word for this, because Greg could be lying. Greg might actually be lying here. I'm lying right to your face right now. BlackRock has massive investments in China. So do you believe that BlackRock is going to look out for their own interests or yours? Really, come on, man. This is really a no freaking brainer here. This is not going to help America, make America great again. I'm sorry, all right? If you guys think I have some kind of derangement syndrome here because I'm not loving this, I'm not foaming at the mouth over Trump brokering this deal with BlackRock to buy ports in Panama, well, you guys and girls, again, maybe there is something wrong with me. Let me know, okay? Where am I getting this wrong? Why was it omitted from this whole thing that China has massive investments in China? I don't know, guys and girls, man. Look, I don't know. As I said, I'm a macro guy. I look at the bigger picture, but the fact that this wasn't even spoken about is a lie by omission in my view. And I don't think this is going to help America at all right now, I'll be honest with you. As a matter of fact, look, man, there's no way to stop America and the rest of the world economy from just melting down further and faster than it is now. And we, the people of this world, are going to pay for it as we always do. Oh, not the 1% and 2%ers. Because I'm going to tell you something else. Let me let you in on a little secret here that maybe you're not supposed to know. Okay, there's a lot of talk here about what the Federal Reserve may or may not do. Oh, the Fed's not going to cut rates. Oh, no, we're going to remain pat. I'm going to tell you that that's a lie too. Okay, and if I get this wrong, all right, I will come out here publicly and admit I got it wrong. I'm telling you that. First of all, let me just set the stage for you. The next FOMC meeting, I do not believe the Fed's going to do anything. I could be wrong on that, but I don't believe so. I say mid-year, June, July, something along those lines, as the economy gets worse, inflation continues to rise, people are suffering. The Fed's going to say, okay, everyone, we're going to start some kind of a program here to stimulate, and that is going to involve cutting rates here. Which is unfortunate because we don't need lower rates at all. You know what we need here, unfortunately. Look, President Trump leveled with us yesterday that we're going to feel some pain from the tariffs. I am. I was really a little bit surprised about that. Okay, he admitted it, but why doesn't he admit that we need we need more pain, unfortunately. I don't want any of us to suffer here, but we don't have a real environment. The mechanism of artificially suppressed rates is a wrecking machine for the middle class, man. It's a wrecking machine for the economy. We need to start raising rates. We need to start raising them now, people, because I'm telling you, we're going to face this tsunami that is coming at us with regard to inflation is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's picking up more velocity. It's going to hit us harder. Now that that President Trump let the cat out of the freaking bag, that tariffs are in fact going to hit us in our pocketbooks, why not just take the next step and level with the American people and say, listen, man, we got issues. We need to fix them. And what we don't need, and I'm changing, because again, President Trump has aligned himself with Elizabeth Warren and Scott Bessent, who says, let's let the Fed off the hook. Let's just work on getting the 10-year yield down. Come on, man. Is what I'm saying, does this make sense to you? Or is Greg also completely deluded because he doesn't support Trump and Warren's idea to lower rates, that Greg has some kind of derangement syndrome? Let me know where you stand on this, okay? It's a no-brainer, man. I say, since Trump let the cat out of the freaking bag, let's let it all out of the bag. Explain to the American people that we need much more than just what's happening here in tariffs. And maybe President Trump can explain to us how he feels that BlackRock is going to put our interests before their own and their shareholders. Let me in on that one too. I need to know. Love you guys. It goes real quick, man. As I said, I want to hear from you. There's a lot of technical people, a lot of people that study the market. If you happen to look, and I will read through the comments at my breakdown, the technical breakdown of the S&P 500, and it's very easy. Anyone can understand this, even someone that's not into that kind of jargon, because I put my own interpretation at the bottom. Tell me if I got that right or I got it wrong. If I got it wrong, tell me where I got it wrong. I am willing to admit or accept the fact that I may have gotten that wrong. So let me know what your interpretation is. Do you agree with what I wrote with regard to the stock market, the S&P 500? Again, link in the description of this video. And I will do this every single day for you. Every day I'm going to do this for you. Who else would do something like that for you? I don't know, man. I feel a responsibility to all of you people. We gotta start coming together, as I've been telling you for 1,000 freaking years. All right, love you all from the heart with all I got. I mean that. I'll see you later, 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern for the live stream. I want to hear your comments on everything that we just spoke about. Greg, you got it right, you got it wrong. Let me know, man. This isn't my thing. This is not my thing. This is our thing. All right, and together we can change this freaking world. We just gotta put a little more effort into it. Does that make sense to you as well? All right, that's it, everyone. I'll see you later. Until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and each other.